fellow commissioners. Commissioner Peirce.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thanks to Jessica, Matt, and Hao Shang. And thank you to the staff of the Divisions of Trading and Markets, Economic and Risk Analysis, Investment Management, and the Office of General Counsel for your hard work on this rulemaking. I enjoyed our interactions throughout the process and appreciate your hard work on this important project. I support the plan to move to T+1, but don't support the proposed timeline for making the change. Shortening the settlement cycle, as you've heard, is a way to remove some risk from our markets. Mandating that the change occur in May 2024, however, could pose a risk to the markets by forcing the change before market participants are ready. I propose instead a September 3, 2024 implementation date. Let me explain why. Although certainly preferable to the proposed March 31, 2024 implementation date, the May 28, 2024 date is still too early. Shortening the settlement cycle by an additional day is a big change with implications all across the market. We can't afford a cavalier approach. Many commenters called for us to adopt a September 3, 2024 date to ensure that the transition would happen with minimal disruption to the markets. Tuesday, September 3, 2024 is the first business day after the 3-day Labor Day weekend. Canada, the only jurisdiction currently planning on moving with us to T+1, shares this 3-day weekend. This later date would give other foreign market participants the time to work out some of the challenges that they will face from our transition to a shorter settlement cycle than they have in their markets. The additional 3 months will allow for more time for firm-specific and coordinated industry-wide testing, which will make for a smoother transition. The transition from T+3 to T+2 occurred successfully on Labor Day weekend. And the transition from T+2 to T+1 is likely to present numerous challenges, some of them more challenging than the last transition, related to, among other things, compressing post-trade settlement affirmations, confirmations and allocations, resolution of pre-trade problems, securities lending, foreign exchange transactions, processing of corporate actions. I don't have any questions for the staff, but do want to make one final plea to you, Chair Gensler. Why not adopt a September 3, 2024 compliance date? I would vote for the rule if you make this change.
I'm comfortable in supporting it as it is. This has been a 3-year journey or 2 years to date and 15 more months that the industry came together. The various market participants, the DTCC, and the various other market participants came together, and we made this proposal some year ago. We got robust comments in the comment file. There were some that thought we should go with a shorter implementation date than March of next year. There were some that thought we should keep March. There were some that thought that we should go longer. I note DTCC, which is at the center of this, that runs the clearing organization, put in their comment letter to move it to this date in May, and I'm comfortable with 15 months. I also think that it helps investors who, in the middle of the GameStop events, found that they were shut out of the market when there was not enough margin at certain broker-dealers in those volatile times. So I also think about investors and feel comfortable with the proposal. We'll be supporting it with the May date.
So, Mr. Chair, obviously, I'm concerned too about investors, and that's why, as I said, I support the movement to T+1. But I think the extra 3 months could actually be net beneficial to investors, particularly if we have disruptions that stem from the lack of adequate testing within firms and then industry-wide. It seems like a small price to pay 3 additional months to get some of that additional testing done and to allow for alignment with our Canadian neighbors. I know we don't agree on this, but I continue to believe that the approach I'm advocating is actually better for investors and better for markets.
As we discussed when we were making the proposal and extended from that draft phase from December to March, and then in the proposal was March, and then we discussed possibly extending it. I think extending it to the May is appropriate, as DTCC and others have suggested, but some in the comment file said to keep it exactly where it was. I know some have said longer, but I'm comfortable and I'm supportive of the staff recommendation. With that, I gather